This evening, opposition leader unhappy with oil MOU. Fluency is on the rise in potential. We ask why. Jagdeo says he'll talk to Soku if Granger talks first. In the region, Colombia reaches record levels of cocaine production. And internationally, US is ready to restart negotiations with North Korea.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Bramford Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Greetings to our viewers in Guyana and around the world. Today is Thursday, September the 20th, 2018, and this edition of Headline News is now being streamed live on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for joining us. The irate lawyer whose expletive-laden traffic stop tirade went viral has been slapped with 5 different charges.
Hello, my name is Ryan Crawford. You tell them whoever you tell them, attorney at law. You hear me?
This morning, the Guyana Police Force informed the public that attorney-at-law Ryan Crawford has been charged with the following offenses: prohibition of tinted glass, failure to produce driver's license, driving an unfit motor vehicle, use of obscene language, and riotous behavior. The attorney will make his appearance at the Maikoni Magistrates Court tomorrow. Crawford had made headlines last week when a recording of him angrily responding to a police officer during a traffic stop went viral. The attorney later went to Facebook to claim that the officer had no right to stop him due to, quote, a lack of reasonable suspicion or probable cause. He later apologized for his wording, saying that he was frustrated with the conduct of the police officer. The recent signing of the MOU between Guyana and Trinidad has ignited a firestorm on social media, garnering strong emotions on each side. Many are not in support of the effort, accusing the president of selling off the family jewels. While the opposition leader would not go so far as to accuse him of doing that, he still voiced concerns with the process. Wendell Jeffrey has more in this report.
Clearly, I believe that the president does not understand his responsibility in this regard.
Yesterday, President David Granger and Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley signed a memorandum of understanding in regards to Guyana's oil derivatives. Today, at his press conference, former President Barra Jagdeo said that President David Granger and his team did a terrible job brokering this MOU. Speaking on the ban that Trinidad has on Guyana's honey, Jagdeo said this. He said Prime Minister Manning, however, he was speaking about the current Prime Minister, Dr. Rowley.
I'm saying this because Prime Minister Manning said that when the issue of honey was raised with him, he said, I thought this was a Grenada issue. I did not realize it's a Guyana issue.
Jagdeo said that Trinidad's Prime Minister indicated that he only learned of the restriction on Guyana's honey when he came to Guyana yesterday. Jagdeo questioned the identity and the capacity of Guyana's negotiators for this MOU.
And he learned that when he came to the meeting here. Now, this tells you a lot about how we have pursued our national interests. So Trinidad, who were the negotiators for this MOU that was signed yesterday? What was their negotiating brief? Is it only the energy sector we are concerned about with Trinidad and Tobago? Or are we concerned about everything else that governs our relationship? Weren't the negotiators given a brief who went off to Trinidad and Tobago?
For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. Just one day after signing a memorandum of understanding with Trinidad regarding the energy sector, President Granger announced that Guyana will soon sign a similar agreement with Barbados, saying, quote, we hope to conclude soon a framework agreement for economic cooperation with Barbados. Speaking at the inaugural Guyana Trade and Investment Exhibition, or GAITI, touting the need for regional development, President Granger told participants that Guyana's economic interests are intertwined with those of the region, saying, quote, "We shall continue to pursue regional economic cooperation in order to build greater prosperity and global competitiveness." Minister of Business Dominic Gaskin also explained that the expo is part of his ministry's effort to provide a positive environment for local businesses to improve their services, as well as also creating opportunities for investments into the local economy. The primary focus of the event is to link local businesses with foreign investors. The expo continues until September 22nd, 2018. When we come back from the break, Jagdeo says he'll talk to Soku if President Granger does it first. And truancy is on the rise in Potentia. We ask why. But first, here's today's foreign currency exchange rates. For the latest in news from Guyana, the region, and beyond, visit our website, headlinenewsguyana.com.
Fresh ingredients and Creole foods at the Cottage Restaurant and Cafe. Finger-licking boil and fry, meats cooked to perfection. No MSG added. We cater for vegetarians too. Breakfast and lunch available fresh Mondays through Fridays. We open 7 a.m. Get coffee, Milo, or our famous power porridge, filled with a blend of indigenous barks, natural fruit juices. Catering services and delivery available. Call 231-4343. Located at 16 Access Road, Kingston. The Cottage Restaurant and Cafe, bringing back the good old days.
93.1 Real FM. It's your favorite station for the best music from then to now.
Cause girls like you run around with guys like me to sides. Wasted days, spend the night. Tell me, are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside us. Simple things, them are your blessings, a blessing. Simple things are your...
Every day, all day for real music, real people, and real vibes. Come on! 93.1 Real FM.
Real FM.
The people's choice.
This is what shopping used to be. More plastic bags than I could carry. Or I could use. They always end up in the bin. Or as unsightly litter. Then it hit me. Get just one reusable bag. Now, whenever I shop, I don't use plastic bags. I always have my reusable bag. It makes shopping a lot easier, and it's better for the environment.
Use one less disposable plastic bag. Make the switch to a reusable bag today. For more information, please call us on 226-2189 or 227-8429 or visit our website moc.gov.gy. A message from the Ministry of Communities in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank.
Clearance is hosting a birthday sale you cannot miss.
On Friday, September 28th, get half off ladies' dresses, tops, jeans, accessories, shoes, and handbags. And for the guys, jeans, jerseys, shirts, Nike sneakers, Kenneth Cole shoes, ties, and a whole lot more.
Take advantage of Clearance half off birthday sale.
For one day only, Friday, September 28th. Clearance, always keeping you in style.
Welcome back. Just days after his most recent interview with the Special Organized Crime Unit, opposition leader Bharat Jagdeo says that if President Granger goes to Soku to speak about the PPP's case against Minister David Patterson, he'll speak about Prudhoeville too. Here's Wendell Jeffrey with more.
So I'm hoping he will do that. Now that you've heard me say that, I hope he will do it.
On Tuesday last, former President Bharat Jagdeo showed up at the Special Organized Crime Unit, SOKU, headquarters, to answer charges of matters concerning his involvement in the Prudhoeville 2 Sparran Dam land issue. The government is charging that Jagdeo and his close friends defrauded the country millions of dollars by gifting themselves lands that were grossly undersold. Jagdeo said that during his visit, he made the head of SOKU, Sidney James, commit to also questioning the current administration for the matter in which Minister David Patterson is alleged to have had an illegal bid approved by the cabinet.
Other members of the cabinet will be invited to SOKU. So we're very pleased about that the same standard will be used. So hopefully from next week you'll start seeing members of the government coming to SOKU here to answer for the contract that was awarded illegally.
While in that meeting, Jagdeo invoked his constitutional presidential immunity and refused to answer any of SOKU's questions.
The executive president of Guyana, under the constitution, is immune from answering any questions about acts done or decisions made while he is acting in that capacity.
However, now that he is alleged to have gotten a commitment from James that the current cabinet, including President David Granger, will be summoned to SOKU, Jagdeo said that if Granger answers the questions from SOKU, then he will return to SOKU and answer their questions also.
If the president chooses in SOKU, when he's questioned in SOKU, chooses to give answers to why he presided over cabinet and approved a contract that was contrary to the law, I'll go back to SOKU and I will not use that provision. I will not use that constitutional provision. And you have that from me.
When Gordon French of Kaicho News asked the opposition leader why he did not answer the questions the last time, Jagdeo said this.
What do you have to hide by not answering?
No, I don't have anything to hide. It will be part of my defense. I don't want to telegraph my defense. I got to go with what my lawyers say.
For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. The French ambassador to Guyana, Antoine Joly, today paid a courtesy call on Minister of Education, Nicolette Henry. Ambassador Joly discussed with Minister Henry various ways his nation could assist Guyana with the teaching of French locally, as well as other possible areas of cooperation. Ambassador Joly and Minister Henry affirmed that such a move will aid in fostering even better relations between the two countries. Additionally, the French delegation wants to explore the possibility of twinning French schools with local schools. This, according to the delegation, will allow for further training of Guyanese teachers in the teaching of French and for Guyanese students to have a better understanding of that language. Currently, France is offsetting the cost for 2 Guyanese teachers to undergo a 6-month advanced French course in French Guyana, which will commence later this year. Minister Henry informed the French team that she will identify a technical officer from the Ministry of Education to move the process forward. Things have become increasingly difficult for villages that surround the nation's now shuttered sugar estates. The West Bank Demerara village of Potentia is no exception. While truancy has always been an issue in the community, the situation has been greatly exacerbated since the closure of the nearby Wales sugar estate. Esther Sobers went to the community to find out more about this troubling trend.
Going to school is a joy for many children as they are able to interact with their friends while being afforded the opportunity to gain a free education. Unfortunately, the financial constraints of many families may be a contributing factor affecting hundreds of children from attending school. Today, Headline News visited the village of Potentia, West Bank Demerara, Statistics show that the community has an unusually high truancy rate. One villager who didn't want to appear on camera expressed her deep concerns about the trend.
I just be selling here every day and I just be seeing what going on. And on my stand, it just be a lot every morning. And when they see I coming, they just move and go to the other stand. But whole day, that just be liming, troubling people, especially the school girls, and them have nothing to do. That is be doing all day, every day.
What are the ages of these children? Are it male and female or mostly male?
Mostly male. And they like from 11, 12, go on. None of them reach 18.
It was quite evident that the children were absconding from school. It was 10 a.m. and we saw several teenagers loitering around the community. This prompted me to inquire why they were not in school. According to one youth, who's a student of the potential secondary school, he was quick to note that it was career day at school and not much work would be done in school. However, his other friends quickly spoke of their parents' inability to provide funds for them to attend school regularly.
Well, some of the parents them that we could say kind of little poor, that who we know. But some of the rest are no reason the parents going to work and leave them home and them stuff.
Potentia was once a flourishing village. The nearby Will Sugar Estate has provided employment for many residents. But things became even more difficult for some residents after the estate shuttered and thousands of sugar workers lost their jobs. Some of the villagers claim that this closure is a contributing factor to truancy. As headline news further explored the village, we saw children skipping school. We spoke to a family whose 4 children were at home. The grandparents of the young children explained why the children were not at school.
Sometimes the mother does have difficulty sending to school because sometimes she don't have things to put in the kit. And I got the big granddaughter there, sometimes the passage is not there. Some days she goes, some days because she's got in reading. Some days, I like today, was no passage. She at home.
London desperately wants her grandchildren to attend school, but the funds are not always available. Before leaving to go to work, the grandfather showed us all the money in his possession at the time, which was $320. Today is supposed to be his payday. Nonetheless, he told us how badly he hopes he gets paid today.
That's right. This one, then he got to the nursery, and later he got to the primary school out there, and Sarah got to reading school on Kangal, and the baby, she got daycare.
The grandparents are the caregivers of the children. The two, as well as the mother, are all employed. But since the closure of the Will Sugar Estate, life for the children's father has changed, and he can no longer provide for his kids.
When the estate was working, things used to be smooth and nice because everybody get work and then work and provide things to their family and so. But because these children father used to work at the estate, he used to check in and he used to look them, but he ain't working no more.
Are you the only one in this community that may have these challenges and issues?
No, you're nobody in this community, but you know, not everybody will come forward, you know, for tell people what really going on with them. But me, no, I just speak.
According to a release from the Education Ministry, numerous studies showed links between academic performance and consistent attendance, which is so critical for the quality of a child's education. Research suggests that children who are frequently absent from school are more likely to be involved or become a victim of crime and antisocial behavior. The type of behavior that is shockingly on the rise, not just in this neighborhood, but nationwide. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. Don't go away. Coming up after the break, Colombia records record levels of cocaine production, and U.S. is ready to restart negotiations with North Korea. But first, here's this week's Bridge Retraction schedule, sponsored by Forbes Vulcanizing Shop, located at 248 Duncan Street, Newtown, Georgetown.
fresh ingredients and Creole foods at the Cottage Restaurant and Cafe. Finger licking boil and fry, meats cooked to perfection. No MSG added. We cater for vegetarians too. Breakfast and lunch available fresh Mondays through Fridays. We open 7 a.m. Get coffee, Milo, or our famous power porridge filled with a blend of indigenous barks, natural fruit juices. Catering services and delivery available. Call 231-4343. Located at 16 Access Road, Kingston. The Cottage Restaurant and Cafe. Bringing back the good old days.
93.1 Real FM. It's your favorite station for the best music from then to now.
'Cause girls like you run around with guys like me to sides. Wasted days, spend the night. Me, are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside us. Simple things, them are your blessings, a blessing. Simple things are your.
Every day, all day for real music, real people, and real vibes. Come on! 93.1 Real FM.
Real FM.
The people's choice.
Clarins is hosting a birthday sale you cannot miss.
On Friday, September 28th, get half off ladies' dresses, tops, jeans, accessories, shoes, and handbags. And for the guys, jeans, jerseys, shirts, Nike sneakers, Kenneth Cole shoes, ties, and a whole lot more.
Take advantage of Clarins half off birthday sale.
For one day only, Friday, September 28th. Clarins, always keeping you in style.
Wouldn't it be nice if we didn't have so much waste to dispose of in the landfill? Well, composting can help us reduce the waste we dispose of by turning our organic waste into compost, which can be used to improve the quality of our soil.
Composting is very simple and convenient.
You can compost using organic waste such as vegetable skins.
Or fallen leaves and cut grass and put this in a composting bin or pile.
Compost can help your garden grow healthy plants while reducing your volume of waste. It's a really good way to keep our communities clean and healthy.
So, let's all start composting our waste.
Find out how easy it is. Call us on 226-2189 or 227-8429 or visit our website moc.gov.gy. A message from the Ministry of Communities in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank.
Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride taxi service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Let's go. Welcome back. Now here's BB Backus with the regional and international headlines of the day. Today's regional and international news is sponsored by Top Notch Auto Sales. Top Notch Auto Sales, located at 145 Regent Road, Georgetown.
In regional news, Colombian cocaine production hit record levels in 2017. According to the UN Office on Drug and Crime, production rose about 31% year-on-year to some 1,400 tons, cultivated on 171,000 acres. The agency warned production could harm recent peace-building efforts. Colombia is the world's largest producer of cocaine, much of which ends up in the U.S., which is the world's largest consumer. And in international news, U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo says he is ready to restart negotiations with Pyongyang with the aim of denuclearizing North Korea by 2021. Discussions between the two sides had stalled following a broad strokes agreement made earlier this year. But this week's Inter-Korean summit saw the North Kim Jong-un agreeing to shut a major missile launch site. South Korea's President Moon Jae-in also gave an unprecedented speech in front of tens of thousands of North Koreans. And finally, A girl has suffered a significant leg injury in a shark attack at a popular tourist spot in Australia. It is the second serious shark attack in Queensland with Sunday Island within 24 hours. On Wednesday, a woman was treated for a leg and torso wound. She remains in a critical condition. The girl, 12, was flown to a hospital on Thursday, also in a critical condition, Queensland Ambulance Service said. She had been with her father and sister when she was attacked and received first aid at the scene. Authorities on the island will be implementing shark control measures, including installing drum lines in response to those incidents. Headline News, Bibi Bacchus.
Thanks, Bibi. Now, here's your 3-day weather forecast. And that's Channel 2 Headline News for this Thursday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, headlinenewsguyana.com. You can also tune in 6:30 tomorrow morning for a rebroadcast, and Friday evening at 7 o'clock for more news. For now, I am George Gonzalez, signing out from this newscast, saying thank you for welcoming us into your home, and do have a blessed evening.